morning. I am currently doing my cardio. I woke up this morning at 4 o'clock to try and get everything in because I have to do some posing because I have to learn a routine, which I've not done before. I've not always just done my mandatories, but I came in early to practice my routine, not realising that the gym locks the studio until 6 a.m. So I'll start with cardio. I was going to start with posing when I was fresh and then do cardio after. Gonna have to do it the other way around. But what can we do, right? What can we do? So on the Stairmaster, feeling a little bit self-conscious because everybody's looking at me videoing myself as I do my Stairmaster. But these are the things you've got to do, I suppose. I have an hour to do on here, so you should see. I'm gonna see after I film this if I can show you my setup. I make this my space. I make sure to keep really busy on the Stairmaster so that I'm not looking at the time. So the first thing I do is I take off my jacket and I pop it on the screen so you can't see the time. And I don't look at the time. I'm very tempted to, but I don't. It automatically stops after half an hour. I know that's my halfway point. And then I hit start and I go again. Other things I do, I'll start off by reading a book, which I know everybody's like, reading a book, but I just personally find that it's reducing my screen time, and I'm actually really trying to focus on that at the minute. So what I'll do is I will pop in my headphones, or on my headphones, and stick on Audible, listen to a book. Currently reading Working Hard, Hardly Working by Grace Beverly for the third time through. I just really like the book, and I always find that it helps me have a very productive day. So we're gonna have that. I've got the hard copy in front of me, so I'll put that on, I listen to that, and then I read as I go. It just keeps me really super focused, super distracted from looking at the time. And then after the midway point, I'll start, replying to urgent client messages. If they're not so urgent, I'll probably leave them until I get back after breakfast, and then I'll sit down and I'll look at my schedule for the day. Now, normally I look at my schedule the day before, so I know what's coming up. Wait till you see my day today. I will pop that up here. It's very busy, it's ram-packed, so hence why the 4 a.m. start. Another thing I normally do is I will look through my DMs on Instagram because I get a lot of DMs, loads of different reasons. People who are asking questions about the team. I have people asking questions about, advice for them personally, which I'm happy to answer, that's fine. So I'll go through all of that. Then I'll look at my content. So have I got my content planned? Normally I'm ahead of that. I am not ahead of that today, so I need to get that done whilst I'm on here. Suddenly this hour is feeling like it's definitely not enough time. So yeah, I have my coffee, just brought from home. I'm gonna get on with it before I have a heart attack on the internet, and I will see you when I am in the posing room. Okay, so I am finished my cardio. that was deadly. It's always good fun. And now I am in the studio. I'm going to do a couple of rounds of posing, and then I'm going to practice my routine. I say practice my routine. I don't have a routine. I actually need to put one together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to practice a few poses that I love the most on me personally, poses that show off my best bits, etc. Send my music across and a few poses to my coach, who is then going to help me put together a routine. Basically, I have to do a 60-second routine for stage, and it's to music of my choosing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I am not gonna lie, and I've been trying to Google bits and pieces to try and figure out, right, how do you even put a posing routine together? Can't find anything, doesn't exist, or I'm maybe looking in the wrong places. So yeah, I need to get on with this because I am starving, and it's only 6:15 in the morning, but I am starving, and I need to go and get my steps in as well. It's been a very active morning. I will probably be swimming in sweat until at least 8 o'clock because I have so much more movement to do to finish my morning routine. Anyway, I'm gonna go before more people look in the window and think that I'm an absolute freak. They're going to think I'm a freak anyway whenever I start getting my kit off and pushing my bum out in these poses, but hey ho, the things you've got to do. Okay, I really need to get a phone holder for the car so I don't have to hold this and it's all crooked. Just in from cardio, I'm just into the car from cardio and posing. First attempt at a posing routine with no baseline posing routine to attempt was embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie, because the studio of the gym is all like, you can see into it from like the actual gym, so I'm sure everybody in there was going, what is that girl at, running around thinking she's half elephant half ballerina. I filmed a few bits that probably aren't even worth much, but I'll send them to my coach anyway, and fingers crossed he's a miracle worker and can help me because I need a lot of help. I'm really worried about this because I am a bit of a perfectionist, but you know what, there is a lesson to be learned here in that I have to do this, so I have to start this, and even though it's shit and it's messy and it's crap and I hate it, in 3 weeks time I guarantee you my tune will change and I will be satisfied, you know, with the way it's going. Right now it doesn't feel like it's going great because it's my first attempt, and everything that we attempt for the first time in our lives is shit, simple as, you know, but the more you do it and the more you practice it, you get better. And that's why I'm comfortable doing hard things, because I know the more I do those hard things, the easier they become and the more second nature they become. So watch this space. I know I'm gonna post I'll probably not post the raw footage of me trying and my hand at posing like in a routine for the first time right now, but when it's a little bit more polished I will put the footage side by side so you can see the difference in what 3 weeks of hard work and plenty of graft can do. I'm gonna go and get some steps in now whilst it's a little bit cooler, and then I'm gonna grab a coffee on the road home. I have a call with one of my lovely clients, Ellie, who has been with me for 5 or 6 weeks now. Just doing a little bit of a catch-up call this morning at 10 o'clock. So I'm going to try and fit in some breakfast before then because I am ravenous. And then I need to make sure that I am doing lots of filming today because I want to get ahead with some content. So I need to somehow make this presentable and human looking. So that is what we're going to do now, and I will see you in a bit. Listen, I'm getting over my fear of public filming here. I'm just out getting the steps in. I have a rule and I want to talk about it. So basically, I obviously am in the health and fitness space. However, I have a very, very sedentary job. It is a lot different to what people think it is. My whole day is spent sitting at a desk, okay? Clues in the name, online health and fitness coach. So that means that I need to make sure that I'm getting ahead of my day every day. So what I do is I have this thing called the 3K rule, which basically is I have to have 3K steps done before I start my day. Doesn't matter what time I start my day, before I sit down at my laptop to start my work, 3K steps must be done. Now, I don't wear my watch on the Stairmaster because those steps do not count towards my step goal. That is my cardio. Completely separate goal. So by the time I done my posing and whatnot, I had about 1,000 done, so I am already ahead of the game. by the time I do this, I'll have about 4 or 5k steps complete before I sit down at my desk. And that's how we do it, because everything is front loaded. I talk a lot about mindset, and the thing about it is, I know I have a huge chunk of my steps done. I used to get to the point at the end of the day, oh my god, my arm, I really need to get a big long stick for this shit. I was getting to the end of the day and I still had about 8,000 or 9,000 steps left to do. And I hated it. It put me in a really bad mood. And now, front loading that effort basically means, yes, okay, I have to get out of bed a little bit earlier. I am an early riser anyway. 4 a.m. starts aren't the easiest, but I know that that's what works for me, and it means that I have some more wind down time in the evening. I'm not as stressed in the evening. 3k rule, I would give that one a go. It doesn't have to be 3k, it might just be like 1k or 2k. It gets you up, it gets you out, you've got a head start on your day. Always, always, always front load work where you can, because there is nothing worse than getting to the end of the day, you've already been overstimulated at work, and knowing that you have left all your shit to the last minute. Nothing worse. So get it done. Hello, good morning.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me? Just off the call with my client Ellie, we have implemented a bit of a strategy for the next 4 weeks. So I need to get back up to my desk and summarize all that, put it together and send that through to her. But first I need to eat my breakfast. I'm gonna make meal 1, which is oats with dark chocolate, berries, peanut butter and whey. I am dressed up. Listen, if you think that I spend my days dressed like this to work from home, you would be very mistaken. Today is a content day, so I like to sort of dress myself up a little bit. Not usually this much, but it's really warm, and you know what? I just want to feel sexy. I just want to feel sexy. Shoot me for feeling that way, right? Although I really feel like a mole rat because I haven't got my eyelashes on yet, so I need to do that. Content filming, fun fact, I don't actually enjoy the filming aspect of the content. I enjoy the scripting, the writing and that sort of a thing. The filming just drags, and I get myself angry whenever I mess up, and then I go into a tizzy and I don't want to do it anymore. I throw my toys out of the pram. So I don't particularly enjoy that aspect of content creation, but definitely the creative process. Now, I'm gonna go make my oats and then I will meet you back up at my desk. Time to go to the gym. I've just finished my lunch. I had rice cakes with some peanut butter and some chicken. That's my pre-workout meal. I'm just going to pack my bag now. Not that I need to pack much, but I will put my gym clothes in it. And I have to make my pre-workout drink, and I also have to make my intra-workout drink. So, I mean, I'm not wearing very much. It's like 30 degrees, so a bra and a pair of trousers. I would wear shorts, but with the amount of times that I train in a day, or go for a walk and get soaked with sweat, I need to do a washing. I don't have any shorts, so it's going to be a stuffy one today. Clothes packed. I need to make my pre-workout. Let me get that. Okay, so here is my ritual. I already had one of these during my cardio, and in that I had my creatine and my electrolytes for the day. So then I had one in between my cardio and now. This is my 3rd bottle. And in this one, I'm just gonna pop my aminos in there. And then this is my pre-workout cup. I'm very particular with my cups, but let me pop this in here first. This bottle is a little bit delicate and leaks I think we're all right. The other thing that I do, I say pre-workout, I'm not actually using a stimulant. So if I was training first thing in the morning, like lifting weights in the morning, I would use my defib, which is an extremely high stimulant pre-workout. However, because it has just gone past 2 o'clock, I do not need to be putting any more stimulants into my body other than the 17 coffees I already have. So I use a non-stim pre-workout. This is Superhuman Pump by Alpha Lion. I love this stuff. So basically this stuff is stimulant free. So there's no caffeine in it, and it is basically used for focus. It helps with getting a little bit of pump on. So I find that when I take this and then I go to the gym, as I train, I start to see a little bit more definition coming through. My muscles are all pumped up. So for me, I think I've said this before, it's more of a vanity product than anything else. So I take 1 scoop of this. What is the serving size of this? I've only ever taken 1. You can take 2 of these. I'm not going to do that because this has a thing called beta. I always mispronounce this. Beta alanine in it, which when I take 1 scoop, my eyeballs itch. Like I want to pull my eyelid out and scratch in beneath. So I'm not going to do 2. As much as I would really love to see what the pump looks like, I don't need to scratch my eyes out in the gym. So we're just gonna do 1 of those today. This is Mango Vaniac flavor, my favorite. Really like this. I will actually drink this now before I go. Well, I'll take it in the car with me and I'll drink it on the way there. Then by the time I'm there, that'll be done and I will be ready to go off to the gym. I will see you very soon. Good evening. I am home. I have my Pepsi Max here. This is me settling in for the evening. So I've just had my dinner, which was egg white omelette, which actually I really do enjoy. I put some barbecue powder in to flavour the egg whites. So what I plan to do now, evening routine. I have quite a few client messages to get through. My clients tend to send me voice notes and usually I'll reply to those
maybe once or twice throughout the day. But the app that I use to download voice notes for whenever I'm unable to listen to them, if I'm, you know, in a public place or I'm out and about, the app that I use to download those voice notes was down today. So these are all still sitting in my inbox. So I have to go through all of those, get everybody set up and prepared for tomorrow. And then I have my diary here as well. There were some things that I did not get done today, so I need to fill that out for tomorrow. If you are like a little bit of a control freak with your to-do lists, I highly recommend this. Now this is the business version, but there is like a daily planner version. If you've never heard, if you've been on my stories recently, you'll have seen I'm reading the book Working Hard, Hardly Working by Grace Beverly. And she's basically the owner and founder of Tala, the gym wear, activewear brand. But she started out, I think, in like productivity and planners. So this is hers and I really love it because, and I know like I'm gonna really nerd out here, but the idea is, you know, if you've got a to-do list, it's just a list of all of the things you've got to do in a day, which I used to do. But this one, it breaks it down into 3 sections. So you have your regular to-do list and then you pop it into quick ticks, so things that take less than 5 minutes to do, tasks, anything that's going to take between like 5 and 30 minutes, and then projects which are 30 minutes plus. So it helps you at a glance figure out how to sort of help you create your schedule and things. I watch a lot of her stuff on YouTube. I listen to her podcast. She is my idol. So yeah, I have this and I live by it. I absolutely live by it. So I've not had the personal one. I've only ever used the business one. So I can't really tell you or recommend what the personal one is like. But I know that it still has this sort of task breakdown where it breaks it down into all the different time frames. So yeah, I mean, that was maybe some useless information, but I find it interesting. So I need to do that. That's tomorrow. I need to get that done for tomorrow. So I'm going to sit here, answer my messages, drink my Pepsi, fill out tomorrow's to-do list and slot it into quick ticks, tasks and projects. Then I'm going to make my evening meal, which is yogurt. It's a yogurt bowl, as it is every single evening. And I'm going to go to bed because it is, oh my God, it's 7:30. Okay, I normally go to bed in and around 8:30 p.m. because at the moment I am getting up at 4 a.m. So I need to get on with things. Today was a very productive day in my life. I did get a lot of filming done. Obviously, I can't show you the background of me doing my filming because I have to use my phone for that. But I got a lot of filming done. I have lots of reels edited and ready to go. So yeah, I'm feeling good by the end of this day. I just need to make sure all my clients are feeling good too. So I need to answer all these guys now. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Looks like an afford.